Hawaiian Teriyaki Tri-Tip. This is how you get the Tri-Tip from the store. This is after what they call trimming, which has got a lot of fat crap on it. People from California like to leave this fat crap on top so it cooks down into it, but I've got a better, faster way of doing this, and frankly it tastes better. So we're going to get rid of this fat, and we're going to wind up using it for greasing the grill once we get that fired up, which is going to be in a few minutes. So we're going to take a little piece like this and save all the little fat bits off. Because what we want to do is, instead of fat, what we want to make is like a crust on the outside to seal the juices in. And that's sort of the trick with this kind of tri-tip, or this kind of a meal. So anyway, I'm just going to finish trimming off the rest of this meat, and I got 2 more tri-tips here. I'm going to get this trimmed off, and then the next step when we do this will be to put this into a baggie and put in homemade teriyaki sauce, which we've got in another video, which isn't in yet, but that will be coming up in just a minute. So you're going to hit pause.
Back on.
Okay. Anyway, now we got enough of this trimmed up. We're just going to go ahead and stick it in a baggie, gallon size, like so. And this is the homemade teriyaki, which we will add to cover. And we're going to add this in here, but we don't want to add it and have it cook any more than about 25 to 30 minutes, because beyond that it will start cooking the meat, and we want the flame to do it, not the chemicals to do it. So I'm going to now finish prepping the rest of these just like this, and then we're going to go out and get the grill ready, and by the time that finishes, these will be ready to throw in the grill. We're going to start prepping our grill. We've been marinating these now for about 20 to 25 minutes. And the idea is, once we get our grill up to about 550, we're going to slap these babies on and get them rolling, okay? And well, they've been coming up to room temperature for about 45 minutes. They're still a little bit cold, but that's okay. So, first things first, let's get my piece of shit grill started here. And unfortunately, it takes a sort of a yoga move here, but... and then get everybody started. There we go. And I've already scrubbed it a bit already, but what we're going to do right now, though, is use these fat pieces that we got trimmed off the meat earlier, and then take them and use them to sort of like grease the grill first. Okay, look at this fat. I'm going to do a piece of fat here, like that. Coming in, just like this. There we go. So, and up a bit. Alright. Okay, close enough. And go ahead and close this up and let this get up to temperature. And we should be up to temperature about 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. We've now reached 500, and it's going to creak a little bit, but basically that's where we're at, kids. And that means, I have no idea if the timer's right, but this should be right around 30 minutes, and actually about 35. So it is time to get these things going in here. And there we go. Also, you get to make friends with your neighbors, because this teriyaki, when it hits the fire, makes the most incredible. I don't know if you get close to see like the glistening of this right here. But
oh, that smells good.
Yep. Okay, here comes the next one. You see it starting to turn a little bit brown in areas. That's where it was cooking that I was telling you about. But we didn't want to give it too much chance, because we want this juicy and tender and, I would say rare, but definitely not well done in the middle.
Ooh.
And so, here's our last bad boy. Alright. At this point, smells great. Close this up, and it's time to go wash your hands, because now you're going to be all sticky, because this stuff is like
almost
Hi,
like syrup.
this is B again.
Hi, good to go.
We're still cooking away at like almost 600 degrees. We've added some stuff in a foil thing that Beth wants back there, but here's our tri-tips. They're going quite nicely. They've been flipped once and then basted once. And we're actually getting ready to do that again so you can see the process. Now, one thing I want to make clear is you don't want to turn these things over with like forks and crap like that, because that'll make, what you're doing with this is you're making like a crust on here. You're bringing a crust onto these things and lock in the juices, but if you're sitting there jabbing with the fork, you're always letting the juices out, and that's bullshit. So we don't do that. So take a look. Yeah, it's looking good. So we'll do something that isn't going to cut it. So if you got tongs, they better be the big boy tongs from hell, because these are pretty heavy rolls. Otherwise, I just use a great big, spatula, I guess. And then, we got spare teriyaki sauce here. And we just make sure that we baste the tops of them so that we keep building up the crust. And this is what we do every few minutes until they're done, is that we'll continue to flip them over, baste, and build up that crust layer after layer after layer like that. And then when they're done, they are going to be the most delicious things you have ever seen. Okay, now at this point we're going to probably leave the lid up because they've had a flip already. We don't want them to get overdone. So we're going to let them continue to cook right here like this.
Going.
And we'll pick it up again in a few minutes.
We're going to do one more sort of mid-cook flip here before we take them off. And we get it turned, and they're looking beautiful. Whoops. But they look more beautiful when you manage them. Alright. There we go. Bang. And then let's get a nice thick coat of the teriyaki basted on each one. And then the next time we see these guys, there'll be time to take them off and take them in and start the cutting process, and then they're done. So we'll baste that bad boy there like so. And
Filming.
okay, here we go.
That's the last
Alright,
pass.
okay. Our roasts are now done, and we'll take them out. They just have this beautiful, beautiful, I don't know what that color is, the crust on the outside, and they're glistening, and they're just about as perfect as you can make them. So we're going to take them off the grill now, and take them to the other area and slice them. We're going to thin slice them a certain way, and
There we
that's
go.
the meal.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Let me show you how to cut this bad boy. And you want to do it on a wooden thing, not so much wood, but something with grooves in it like this, because you're going to see a lot of juice on here that you're going to want to save. Okay, so use that instead of just like a flat cutting board or something like that. Anyway, what you want to do is get your rolls turned around so you got sort of like it's like a triangle, right? You get your triangle like this, and then what you want to do is cut this at an angle, such. Now that's a little thick, but that's the end. And here we go. So you're cutting it at an angle like this the whole way. Okay. That's it. You continue to cut it up and just store it in a dish.
You
And
can stop it if you
yeah,
want.
you go ahead and stop it now.